Hello out there, comic book fans or comic book movie fans. I'm keeping a little dark in here because of the subject matter. It seems a little suiting. I'm going to be doing a review of, sorry about the glare, Constantine, City of Demons, the movie. I did an unboxing of this the other day and watched it. And I have to say, I loved this movie. I wasn't, or am not all that familiar with Constantine. I mean, I know some about him, but he's not someone that I've read a lot of stories about. But this didn't make a lot of knowledge about the man important. And this is the way a movie, the live action movies should be done. This is full, flat out R-rated. The subject matter actually requires, if you want to do the movie right, and they did. So basically let me start with a summary of the movie. You have John Constantine in his office. He's attacked by these little demons that sort of look like him, that are representations of his ego or id or something inside of him. And that sets up the movie. He gets a visitor, an old friend of his from way back from his childhood, who was also a former member of his band. So they've known each other forever, and is probably one of his best, if not only, friends. Hadn't seen him in years, and his daughter was in a coma and wanted John to help him. John's like, yeah, that's not my specialty. I do, I do magic, and it's he thinks that it's magically induced. So he asks for a couple minutes for John to come and help out. John goes and looks at the daughter and realizes, there's some serious stuff going on here. Excuse me. So the rest of the movie is John trying to figure out who is possessing his friend's daughter, and trying to get the daughter back to normal. And one of the fun things about this is it's dark subject matter, but it goes into how you have to deal with the dark stuff. It's not all happy, like some of the other things are. You have to go to some dark places. You have to deal with people you don't want to deal with. You have to. There's betrayals. There's trickings. There's lies. You have to promise someone but lie and betray other people because you're dealing with, or they'll betray you and try and kill you. And what I thought was going happen at the end didn't. There's always a price to pay, as John said quite a few times in this movie. When you're dealing with magic, there's a price to pay. And there was a price to pay at the end of this movie. And they didn't hold back. It's very well done. It delves briefly. There's a connection between an event in his previous life, or earlier on in his life, and now in the movie, which makes it even harder for him to work. And the sacrifice at the end is fun. It's not fun, but it makes it more realistic because there are consequences to what he was doing, even though the intentions were good. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So this is one of the best animated movies I've seen in a long time, and it is better than most of the DC live action movies as of late. So I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5 and highly recommend it. If you don't get the Blu-ray, watch it on the DC streaming service, and you won't regret it. So talk to you a little bit later and let me know what you thought of the movie if you watched it.